Supreme has collaborated with North Face for week 13 of their spring-summer season, and that will be dropping May 21st, this Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can calculate what time that might be for you. Also, as of shooting this video, the full drop list has not been released. All that we know that is dropping alongside this so far is the Fujifilm Polaroid picture refill packs. So other than that, I'm not aware of what's going to be dropping. So we're just going to be going over the collaboration, which is pretty big. So since the collaboration is so big, probably not too many lookbook pieces will be added alongside it. This is kind of the cargo collaboration between Supreme and the North Face. Starting things off, you have this cargo jacket, very utilitarian with the pockets all over, and that can be said for a lot of the pieces. Like I said, this kind of is the cargo collaboration, so a lot of the aspects of the pieces are cargo or utilitarian. The pieces of this collaboration come in 3 different colorways. You have this kind of like pastel, painty, like art splatter, kind of messy, almost camo of sorts, and mostly in this magenta colorway. You have some purples thrown in there, a couple like slate colors almost, and I really like this colorway. And then they also have a khaki colorway and a black colorway, and these colorways are thrown across all of the pieces for this collaboration. So talk a little bit more about the piece. I think this is a very cool silhouette, very interesting. You have the pouches all over it, obviously, and then on the back you also have this kind of like almost anorak pouch on the back, and then the spell out with Supreme, which I think is very cool as well. Personally though, I usually lean more towards like sleek designs rather than like puffy with like all the pouches and things like that, but I do definitely respect this silhouette. And I like this collaboration. I really like that paint colorway. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to roll with for the official name, but I do really like that colorway. So moving on, we also have these vests. And when I first saw this, I thought this was like a detachable vest because Supreme will do that a lot. But this is its own standalone piece, which you can tell when you look at the branding, how it differs from the actual branding on the jacket. For the vest, you have like the branding on the pouch here. And I believe on the jacket, it's just like up on the chest or somewhere else. But that being said, you know, the vest obviously follows the same pattern with all the pouches, the utilitarian approach to it, and I really like this vest. This honestly might be my favorite piece in the collection. This purple colorway is pretty cool. The one thing I'm kind of on the fence about is the mesh part of it, like up on the top, the kind of like strap part of the vest, I suppose, is mesh. So I don't know if I'd like that if it was more like a solid canvas, but definitely a cool piece. And then following suit with the jackets, you also have the Supreme spell out on the back, although this is on the lower back and there's no kind of like anorak pocket on the back. And of course you have this in the 3 different colorways. You got that purple, the khaki, and then the black. And honestly, I think all the colorways for this collaboration work really well. Usually there's like at least one colorway that Supreme throws in there that I'm just not really about. I think the last North Face collaboration they did, they had like black, blaze orange, and then like a neon green, and I really wasn't about that neon green, but I definitely like all these colors. You know, black's just subtle. Khaki is, you know, I'm a big fan of khaki, like kind of reminds me of like a lot of Carhartt stuff, and then also you have that paint like camo. Once again, I don't know what they're gonna call it, multicolor or something, but I really like that pattern that they use. Moving on, we have the cargo pant. You know, what cargo collaboration wouldn't be complete without a cargo pant? Interestingly enough, this has a couple less pockets than some of the other pieces. You got a big pocket with some branding on it, and then you have a wider pocket on the other leg. And also a cool feature about these, they do zip off, so they zip off into shorts, where I'll throw a pic up here. And then also, if you guys can't really see or isn't really detailed very well in the pictures I used, there's also the Supreme spell out, the same font they've been using for this entire collaboration, goes down the back of one of the calves. Also, another thing some people might like, some people might dislike, has the built-in belt on it, so you can adjust the tightness of the pants, I suppose. Similar to like a drawstring, but this is actual just like a belt. And I have some shorts like this, and I don't know if I'm crazy about it, but I don't know, I guess it doesn't hurt. Moving on, they also have a collaboration t-shirt. You got a picture of the globe, you know, Earth from space. You got Supreme branding, North Face branding. Not exactly sure what the small text says underneath, but there's also some text on the back, up on the top. Says like F this Earth or world or something like that. And then all the proceeds or profits from this collaboration t-shirt will actually go to a coronavirus relief fund. That being said, this comes in 2 different colorways. You have a black and then a white colorway. I think they both work. I'm really interested to see somebody do some like cool tie-dye on that white colorway. I think, you know, there's a lot of pieces that people tie-dye where it's kind of like, oh man, you know, those are a cool piece without the tie-dye, and I myself am not a huge tie-dye fan. but I think some people could do some really cool tie-dye with that white colorway. Next up, we have the Adventure Tote, and it is 27-liter capacity. Usually they do backpacks and like bags. They'll do like backpack, shoulder bag, all this stuff you guys know. But this time they have the tote, and I think this might be like trend that they follow for their second North Face collaboration of the season, or maybe it's just like the second in the spring. Anyway, I'm not sure, but we have this instead of other bags this season, and I think the totes look nice. They look cool. The colorways work for them, especially this multicolored one. It almost looks like a quilt bag or something like that. We also have some sun shield camp caps, and these are cool. I really like hats like this. These are always interesting. I love to see them. Palace did a very similar one to this, I think a year and a half ago or so, and it was they used Realtree, or it was like a Realtree collaboration where they had the big like neck gaiter that came down and covers you from the sun. But yeah, this is detachable, comes on and off, and I think these hats are really cool. You know, minimal branding on top, and then you have the big spell out whenever you use that. So I really like these hats. And the last piece, I actually thought this was like a wallet or something, or a little pouch, and I got excited, but this is actually just a floating keychain. So it's just like a little leather fob, probably, that's waterproof, and it has the North Face and then Supreme on it. Hopefully this isn't overpriced, but I feel like it probably will be. So that wraps up the collaboration. Like I said, once again, the full drop list as of shooting this video is not out, so I can't cover it. But with that being said, how do you guys feel about this collaboration? I follow the Star Life, and I saw he posted a video saying it's the best one ever, which he always does like the clickbait stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, how do you guys feel about it? I think it's a good one. I wouldn't say best one ever, but I do really like the silhouettes they use. I think those are cool. Maybe the only better silhouette for the North Face collaboration jacket or parkas could be the Steep Tech ones. I really like that collaboration. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. And good luck if you guys are trying to cop it. It's going to be difficult. It always is with the North Face stuff. But they have good resale if you get in.